Next we have Jen from the Detroit Food Academy.
Thanks so much for having me here today. So my name is Jen. I'm the Executive Director of Operations for the Detroit Food Academy. I have one of those crazy new structures where we have a co-director system and have innovation come up from all parts of our organization. In very brief, I came to this work as a native Detroiter because I studied food at school, thought I was going to be working in tropical agriculture, spent a year living and working on cocoa farms, which are farms that sell into the chocolate industry, and learned a lot from farmers there, and mostly learned that when you're really far away from the people who create your food, there's a lot of injustice that builds up in the system. So I came back home to Michigan, which is one of the most agriculturally diverse states in the country. We can feed ourselves, and thought, why didn't I know about this when I was younger? And spent time starting farm-to-school programs in high-needs districts, and then realized that there was a lot more we could do around experiential education with young people and food. And that is kind of how the Detroit Food Academy came to exist. So essentially, we are a year-round experiential education program where our students build community-focused, triple bottom line food businesses. And they leverage the tools of business to create the communities that they want to see and that they want to live in. We work with educators who are already embedded in schools, community leaders, local food business owners, and most importantly, our students, to build a curriculum that culminates in the design and launch of the student's business. And I think many of the people who are in the room today know what it means and how much you learn when you have something that's yours from start to finish. You learn so much about yourself and about the world around you and about the life that you want to create, and that's one of the experiences that we emphasize in our programming. So this kind of looks like an experiential exploration of food with a firm foundation in business and in the power of place. So we teach through the triple bottom line, which is people, planet, profit focus, emphasizing the equality of those concerns. And we also focus on justice. We challenge our students to ask, why are things the way they are now, and do they need to stay this way? So during the school year, our students meet with us after school. They build a business plan, and they learn about food systems by being in the kitchen and developing recipes, being in the classroom, having workshops from local food business owners, and taking field trips to our local urban farms or to community partner organizations. They learn technical tools, so documentary filmmaking, surveying, and of course culinary arts, which is one of the cores of our program. And they learn about the power of place, because we place a really heavy emphasis on uplifting neighborhood assets and local examples that are most physically proximal to our students as a way to help our educators, our community partners, but especially our young people feel strengthened and supported by the assets that are most close to them in their neighborhoods. So we think that that this attacks one of the underlying issues of a lot of the challenges our young people face, which is disconnection. So we not only bring our program to students, we pack up a kitchen in a box, we make it super accessible, so any teacher with counter space and a sink can run our program. But we also bring our students to the city. Transportation and public safety are huge challenges in Detroit. They tend to throw up a lot of barriers for our students to connect with other people, both their own age, elders, and other folks who could be mentors to them. So we make a lot of time both in the classroom but also out of it, really seeing the work that's being done by other people. So at the end of the year, our students pitch a business plan along with their own personal brand. So we ask them to make a personal statement, a resume, some things they can carry with them beyond the program, but they pitch themselves as well as their product, because we see them as intertwined. And they also hold a farmer's market at their school where they get to share their work. But in the summertime, a smaller number of students are able to join our entrepreneurship camp, where they get to launch their food business at local farmers markets around the city of Detroit. And they earn a wage while doing that. And for many of them, it's their first job ever. All of our students this summer was their first paid job. And they also get out of that experience a local food mentor who they meet with weekly, who acts as a sounding board and an inspiration for them, but who also is someone who's able to share their experiences and to allow them to our students to hopefully grow their experience in an area they're interested in. So this summer, all of our students were offered jobs by their food business mentors, which is the first summer we've ever had that happen. So it was a very exciting thing for us. But that is our approach by using something everyone loves, food, to talk about kind of the bigger transformational systemic change that we know our young people are facing in the world that they're building.
Excellent. Thank you, Jen.